Hello Hackadaisies, this is Mrs. Hunter, and this is an explanation for our math station rotation on the pattern block Sudoku game. The cover here that I'm showing you is the traditional Sudoku, which is really based off of numbers, and it's a great reasoning and logic game that involves you completing a grid with using numbers between 1 and 9. But we're not going to do this. But if you have played Sudoku, then you're going to love this game, which is actually the pattern block Sudoku. So with the pattern block Sudoku, as you can see, there are no numbers being used here, but we're on Unit 1, which is related to the geometry unit. And so we are going to be using various different shapes and various different polygons specifically. So let me show you the board. The board is arranged, instead of using 9 different shapes, you're actually going to be using 6 different shapes. And the 6 different shapes are represented here in a field box that is an example for you and that we're going to use as a guide. So you have a red trapezoid, an orange square, a green triangle, a yellow hexagon, a beige or tan rhombus that's small, and then a larger blue rhombus, okay? And so what you're trying to do in this large bold block or grid, you are trying to make sure that you can place each of these shapes in an original spot, so that going all the way across the grid as well as inside of this grid and then going all the way up, each piece is unique. So for instance, we see here that we have the 6 pieces. And if we go all the way up, you see in the top grid, there is a blue rhombus and a tan rhombus. And then in the next grid, there is a blank. And then we have an orange square, a green triangle, and a yellow hexagon. So the question is, what is missing from this line? What should go there? If you said a red trapezoid, then you would be correct. And so we have a bag of these pieces like this, and you're going to use these pieces to fill in the blank spots. So if we go across now, we have the blue rhombus, the tan rhombus, the yellow hexagon, and then we have 2 blank spaces, and we have a red trapezoid. So the question is, what goes in these 2 spaces? Now, if you said that we need basically a green triangle and an orange square, you are correct. Those are the 2 things that are missing. But here's the thing, is that the correct positioning for those 2 pieces? If we look again at this row, we see there is a problem. We already have a green triangle here. So that cannot be a green triangle because, again, each space has to be unique all the way down in each row and in each horizontal row or column. So therefore, I switched the spaces out and I made this now an orange square. Now, does that make sense? So far, it's fine. We do not have an orange square here. And look here. We see that there's an orange square here, so we know that it's safe to say that that piece is not going to be an orange square, and this is actually correct. Placing that orange square there is correct. So obviously, that leaves the green triangle to be here. So this is a game of reasoning and logic, as well as giving you some spatial and kinesthetic practice. And I want you to have fun and enjoy this, but think, this is an easy board. There are 7 other boards. So while you're at this station, take your time, have fun, and play Sudoku. Thank you.